My name is Maxie Whittrack. It's my mom's name. I don't go by my dad's last name, and he's sad about it. It's Gumpracht. It's German. He's, oh, Maxie, you're not proud of your German heritage? I'm like, Dad, German's a pretty hard one to be publicly proud of these days. I got blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm gonna not volunteer for that one. I'm not raising my hand I'm not even raising my hand over shoulder height. If I try to high five someone in a crowded room, it just looks like a hate crime. If no one meets me on the other side, for some people getting left hanging is embarrassing. For me, it's career ending. Privately, I'm very proud of it. Privately, I'm proud of being German. My boyfriend and I have been living together for 3 years, and since moving in and living and breathing the same air, he's gotten COVID 3 times, and I've gotten it 0. Thank you. He's like, wow, must be those strong German genes. If only everybody had those strong German genes. I'm like, yes. What if everybody had strong German genes? What if there were a way to systematically ensure no. It's been done. Some of you are still looking at me like, is the joke that she dates men? It's true. I moved in with my boyfriend. I'm in my 30s. I thought, I'm getting a little old to be calling him my boyfriend. I should really practice calling him my... Sorry. Hostage. People meet him. He's wonderful. They're like, how do you hang on to such a wonderful man? I'm like, oh, I keep him around the old-fashioned way. Chicken wire. You wake up one morning and you just look in the mirror like, Max, you're no spring chicken. It's time to lock him in your basement. Anyone here living with a significant other? Yeah, that's about the response I expected. I've never lived with a partner before. I had no idea what things would change. For instance, habits I never used to notice about him now can ruin my entire month. Like I never noticed before we moved in together, he does this one thing where every morning he wakes up. I can't get him to stop. Any advice after the show? @MaddMaxie, MaddMaxi on Instagram. Let me know how to do that. I'm trying to be a good partner. I don't have a great role model for it. I didn't have a great mom showing me what to do for a partner. She actually kicked me out when I was a teenager, and since then people will go, Maxie, doesn't that give you abandonment issues? I'm like, no, ugh. Just makes me weirdly attached to middle-aged women. I'll be like, don't leave me. They're like, ma'am, your nails have been done for 20 minutes. You can go. But so I feel badly not knowing how to cook, not knowing how to clean. I feel like a bad partner. I'm trying to catch up. I meet other women who raise the bar so high. They cook, they clean, they've stuck with their husbands through his cancer. And I'm like, how am I supposed to compete with that? I guess I better learn to give him cancer. I'm worried I'm going to snap, you guys. I'm worried I'm going to snap, and the newspaper headlines are going to read, Maxie Whittrack kills boyfriend in fit of rage. And the question on everyone's mind is going to be, she dates men? Really? I'm aware of how I dress. I dress like this because I was told not to dress like a threat to women. As a female comedian, you get on stage, you're not supposed to dress like a threat to women, and I'm still not sure how to dress like prostate cancer. Like other couples, we have typical fights. We got a cat. We were trying to figure out what to name it, and we were thinking of movie characters we both love or book characters we both love. What a weird way to find out that we have nothing in common. Finally, we just ended up calling him Silent Treatment. I don't even have to call his name when I feed him. I just go, if you don't know, I'm not telling you, and he comes running. You guys know it's hard to find a decent man out here right now. I'm hanging on to mine with everything I got and duct tape. I was walking down the street to my car the other day. I walked in the middle of the road because it was a lazy day, no one around, and I walked by a backed up white van with its back doors open to the street, and I thought, I'm gonna walk a little wider around that, just in case there's a serial killer waiting in there to grab me. And then as I pass the van, another car comes driving down the street and comes so close to me that it kind of ushers me right back into the van doors to avoid being hit by the car. And I was like, oh my God, what if the serial killer waiting inside the van to grab me coordinated with his buddy to drive down the street at the precise moment that would usher me right into his trap? And then I'm like, Maxie, what are the odds that you fell into the trap of a man who plans ahead? I don't even think I'd be mad to be taken by that guy. I'd be like, where are you taking me? Dinner reservations? I don't want to be back out there. I don't want to be back out there because mostly I forgot how much it sucks to reject someone. Anyone who's been rejected thinks they have the bad side, but I have rejected both men and women. Because I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but people can't tell if I'm gay or straight. Which means in bars, I get hit on by men and women, which means double the drinks. Thank you. And then I can't tell if I'm gay or straight. And from this, I learned women take rejection so much better than men. Women will let you keep the compliment that they were giving you. You turn down a woman who's not interested, she lets you go with, thanks anyway, beautiful. That's okay, gorgeous. You have a good weekend. You turn down a man, he takes it back like, dumb bitch, I didn't want you anyway. Women let you go home with a party favor. Men let you go home if you're lucky. My guy friends don't understand. They get rejected constantly. And I'm like, you guys are going about it all wrong. Stop asking out 20-year-olds. They haven't lowered their standards yet. 30 and up, that's your game. Dudes, you ask out a girl in her 20s who's not interested, you're getting, ugh. You ask out a girl in her 30s who's not interested, you're getting drinks. They think they have all these smooth ways to get women. I hear them talking about their tactics, their strategies, and I'm like, stop. I don't want to be treated like a target. I'd like to be treated like Target. Just come up and go, babe, you got everything I need. Why would I ever go anywhere else? That would work. Instead, they try to nag girls. I'm like, no, that's treating me like Walmart. Like you're embarrassed to be seen inside of me. I just like that women can give a compliment without expecting anything in return. I was walking down the sidewalk and I saw this girl approaching me in a very cute dress. And I said, excuse me, you look really pretty in that dress. And she said, ugh. And I was like, dumb bitch didn't want you anyway. It's fine. I also don't want to be back out there because I forgot how bad some people can be. I found out recently a guy I used to hook up with keeps an Excel spreadsheet of all the hot female comedians he's hooked up with. Yeah, my friend Drew told me about it. He was like, it's okay. You're not on it. What a male thing to do. To keep a list of the women you've managed to sleep with on a program called Excel. If I kept a document of all the losers I've hooked up with, Excel is neither the program nor the word I would use. If I wanted to keep track of any of them, Maxie, what happened to that slam poet you used to date? I don't know. Let me check the spoken word doc. I know where all my loser exes are. They're on the same program, unemployment. I just thought I was really immature. The last time I did anything remotely close to that, I was in 6th grade carrying around a list of the boys I'd kissed so far. until sometime in 7th grade. I was like, why am I still carrying around this blank piece of paper? My mom used to reassure me that I wasn't one of the pretty girls, the popular girls. She would go, it's okay, Maxie. The popular girls are going to end up pregnant. Those popular girls are going to end up knocked up. Those popular girls are going to end up with 4 kids by the time they're 30. And even as a 6th grader, I could tell it was pretty troubling how much she hated kids. I was like, do you hate the popular girls or do you hate us? What an awkward way to find out your mom was popular in high school. I gotta leave soon, but to get a little intimate with you guys, my mom kicked me and my 4 total siblings out several years ago, and since then people will go, "Oh my God, was she mentally ill?" I'm like, God, I hope so. Otherwise, how much did we all suck? We don't know if she is. We've just been saying she is mentally ill. People will ask what type. I'm like, postpartum depression. They're like, you're 30. I'm like, I would hate to lose me too. Sometimes I think it's nicer to excuse someone's behavior in this day and age. We got a lot of weirdos out there. Sometimes I think it's nicer to just call them crazy, say they have something mental with them. For instance, my dad, horrible social skills. My siblings and I are so mean to him. We yell at him all the time for missing social cues, for yelling things out at inappropriate times, until my brother said, do you think Dad's autistic? Oh my God, that makes so much sense. And now we're so much nicer to him. We'd be out in public and he'd be like, vote for Trump. We're like, that's our special little guy. And look, I don't want to divide the room. I don't mean to imply that you have to have something mentally wrong with you to be autistic.